Welcome, fifth grade parents. We are going to go through what everyone would have an opportunity to do tonight if you were able to come to Literacy Night. So we are going to just show you step by step, and your child will be able to help you through any confusion you might have, because they do these things on a daily basis in our classroom for reading. So sitting in as a student right now is Miss Smith, and she's going to show you what you would need to do at home for your child to explain their literacy choice board that they use in the classroom. The first thing that I'm going to have them do is you're going to Google Classroom, and you have to join a class. And I've created a fifth grade parent class, and your child can show you how to get on Google Classroom. And the code is ZSZFPVH. Again, ZSCZFPVH. And once you get into Google Classroom, on the stream is your Literacy Night choice board. Go to now, and we're going to look at the computer, the Chromebook that has it on there.
Okay, opening the choice board.
It's a little hard to see.
That's good right there.
Can you see it? All right. So on this choice board, when students come to their reading class, they're presented in different ways. In my class and Ms. Creech's class, we do it differently, but we do the same types of activities. In my class, they do have a choice board. They have 6 white squares and 3 gray. Just for tonight, I condensed it to 3 white and 3 gray. Tonight, the top 3 are must-do boxes, and the bottom 3 are may-do boxes if time allows, after you've completed your 3 white must-do boxes. But the 3 white on top, you can do in any order you choose. The first one is working with Storyworks. So your students are very familiar with this. They get this every month. It's a different magazine, and we pull lots and lots of great resources out of this one. And the story that they're going to read to you right now is the very first one in the, it's a shorter one. I'm trying to make sure I read the right name.
This is Volcano of Doom.
Volcano of Doom.
Definitely.
And now
like something I want to.
I'm looking for the Volcano of Doom. And of course I can't find it. Watch it be in our October one. I bet I did it out of October. Let me grab the other choice board really quick. Other Storyworks.
Which one is this?
This is September. Might be in that one. Sorry.
This is called Being Flexible.
That's right.
Yay.
There we go.
Yay.
Volcano of Doom. We were getting rid of September and doing our October one, because October is October and November. So you and your child, and they will have this starting next week, can read this story together as part of the choice board. And then the activity for them is to complete the word hunt that's on the side of the page, which is to find 2 adjectives, 1 noun, and 1 idiom throughout. They are to open up a Google Doc and complete that and share it with their teacher. And also, if they do not have a paper copy, they can click on the link that says Volcano of Doom, and it takes them to the Storyworks website. And with the code Lancaster211, they can go to the issue in case they forget to bring theirs home for you to do with them. So that is Storyworks, and again, we get lots of great resources out of it, and it hits most of our standards that we're teaching throughout the whole year. The second box is their vocab. And I forgot to mention in the first box, underneath each title is their I can, so that the students know why they're doing it. It's our standards written into I can statements, so students really understand why they're doing what they're doing. Now their vocab, it is a review of words that went along with our first RCD unit, which is our units that the county made for us to make sure that we're reaching everything throughout the school year. And what is on here are vocab words that your children have already been tested on, but these words are going to follow them throughout fifth grade and even further. So there's a awesome Quizlet already developed once you click on that link. And what I wanted the kids to do with you is to read over the words and definitions on there and then do 3 different activities. There are 7 to 8 activities to learn these words. But again, this is a review. This is something they've done, but I wanted them to show you how they were doing it. Last white box at the top is comprehension. And this is a fun activity that the kids will get to do, is to make a fiction and a nonfiction cootie catcher. The orange one is a fiction and the green one is a nonfiction. And what these are those cool little things that we used to make. They call it origami or whatever. But what you're to do is they fold it, and if you click on the link at the bottom down here, let me show you. If you click at the link on the very bottom down here, it's a video to show you how to fold it in case you don't know. The kids have folded one before at the beginning of the school year, but it is a step-by-step video. So once you get it folded, it's kind of a fun way to read a story and discuss the text with your children. Again, the green is the nonfiction and the orange is the fiction, and it talks about questions that you can ask and make sure they understand. But the cootie catcher is a fun way to make sure that they understand the whole text and not just the same question every time. It gives you an opportunity to extend their learning, support it, and make sure that they understand all the parts of it. And Ms. Smith is trying to fold it, attempting to fold it without the video, but that's okay. It's really not too hard. I've done a few of them. I'm not gonna.
I probably just forgot the last.
Yeah, you just forgot the last step. You did a great job. So again, you can watch it, and any parent that is interested in this, if you will just send us a message on Dojo or with your child, we will send this home with you to do with the children. So now this shows you, if you fold it in the middle, I don't think it got folded much in the middle. There we go. It just needs some working to get it going, but you and your kids can have fun with reading. And it talks about just all the different little parts of it, asking questions and answering through fiction and nonfiction. It's just a fun way to read a book and dig deep into it rather than just your simple, what was the problem solution of the story. Fifth grade, we need lots of details and supporting those answers you give us. And so if you do this at home with your children, it will definitely help them in the classroom daily. So those are your 3 must-do boxes on the top of the choice board. The bottom of the choice board, the gray ones in my classroom, are extra credit ones. A lot of students are at all different levels in the classroom. A lot of kids finish certain things before other ones do. And I allow my students that have finished, I don't want them bored, but I don't want to give them extra work either because it's not fair. So I do allow them, if they finish all the must-dos, they can come down at the bottom and do things for extra credit. In the extra credit are book studies that I provide for them. They can read a book and then give me a report on it. And I do have sheets at the front of the room for them to go up and do. Word studies. I have blue vocab books because we really got to make sure that we enrich their vocabulary. Words that they could use in kindergarten, third, and sometimes even fourth aren't going to be as, what's the word I'm looking for? They're accepted, but we want them to we want them more advanced and using those harder, higher level words. So we want to increase their vocabulary greatly this year. So they get to do a word study using their vocab book that is at the front of the room. And then the last one is just extra reading, whether it is read to self or AR, so they can build up their AR points and reach their AR goal, or getting more time on iReady. And iReady is the online computer program that meets the need of the specific child. It tells them what they're low in or what they're high in and advances or helps them remediate where they need to. Again, these are all extra credit. The book study and the word study, what I allow my students to do, if they do finish work early and they do those, I do give them extra credit on one of their lower grades. It kind of helps boost anything that they might not feel they've done great on. I have lots of perfectionists this year, and they really worry if they get a bad grade on something. So I always provide that support where they're able to increase that grade, and so they don't worry too much about it. So that is our literacy night, and I really hope I was clear for you. This is going to go on Dojo, and I will send home any materials that you need, like the for those that ask. And again, you can get to your StoryWorks from the online access, as well as the vocab is online also. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your student's reading teacher, which is me and Miss Creech. Do you want to say hey, Miss Creech?
Hello.
And so we hope that we can help you in any way you need this year. Thanks, and have a great night.